The Santa Monica Bay Foundation and the City of Santa Monica began this pilot dune restoration project in 2016 to really just determine if dunes can exist on this stretch of coastline that's been groomed and devoid of dunes for decades. In this project, we looked at the ability of a restored dune ecosystem to provide resilience to the coastline in wave events. So we surveyed the Santa Monica Dune Restoration Project immediately after a significant wave event to determine how well that restored dune ecosystem was able to prevent wave run-up on the beach. Restored dunes can be used as a nature-based solution in restoration efforts as well as in efforts to enhance resilience and adaptation along the coastline. The dune research that we're doing here is part of a larger statewide effort to look at dunes across California. Dune ecosystems accumulate sand and use dune vegetation to retain that sand, basically forming a natural buffer against waves and sea level rise. We set up transects across the study site to measure dune vegetation cover and elevation profiles, and we also utilize drone surveys over the site to develop orthomosaics or georectified photos of the site, as well as digital elevation models. The data we get from the drone surveys enables us to track change in these dune ecosystems over time. In this particular study, we were able to map the wave run-up on the beach, as well as the elevation of that same wave run-up using the orthomosaics and the digital elevation models. Our results demonstrated that a dune restoration does have the ability to provide resilience and buffer against storm-driven wave disturbance events. These findings are important because they show that the restored dune ecosystem has the ability to prevent wave run-up. The Santa Monica Dune Restoration has been a really well-received project, and it's brought dune restoration to the forefront of coastal restoration practices at large. There are a lot of dune restoration projects, but we don't yet know how well they perform against disturbance events like the one that we studied here. It's really important to have extended monitoring efforts to track how these ecosystems change over time and how well they do when they're tested with wave events or sea level rise. This pilot dune restoration project was fairly small scale at 3 acres, so a big outstanding question is how can we scale up these types of restoration projects, and how would a large scale restoration project perform? This was one of the first efforts in Southern California to demonstrate that dune restoration efforts can provide resilience against storms and waves. We hope to continue this work moving forward and demonstrate that dune restoration as a nature-based solution can provide the needed resilience to pending sea level rise and increasing storm and wave damage.